Let's look at Chapter 9, Lesson 10, Practice, Measuring Weight in Grams and Kilograms. Complete the tables. For number 1, I can see that I have kilograms on top and grams on bottom. You can see that kilograms is lower than grams. 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. If I know that 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams, 1.5 would be 1,000 plus half of 1,000, which is going to be 500, which is going to equal 1,500. For 2, I know that 1,000 plus 1,000 is 2,000. 2.5 would be 2,000 plus 500, which is 2,500. Now I have 2,750. Well, I know that 750 is 3/4 of 1,000. So I know it's 2 3/4 kilograms. For 3,000 grams, I know that that would be 3 kilograms because 3,000 divided by 1,000 equals 3. Number 2, we're going with meters and centimeters, and I can look at the column that's already filled in, which is 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So half of a meter would be half of 100, which is 50 centimeters. 1.5 would be 1, which is 100 plus a half, 150 centimeters. 2 meters would be 200 centimeters. 250 would be 2.5. And I would need to have 275 centimeters to have 2 3/4, because 3 would be 75. And I know that 2 would be 200. 200 plus 75 is 275. 1 yard equals 3 feet. I know that 1.5 yards would equal 3 feet plus 18 inches, because I know that a full yard is 36 inches divided by 2 is 18 inches. And I know that 18 inches is going to equal 1 foot, 6 inches. So I know that 1.5 yards is going to be 3 feet plus 1 feet, which equals 4 feet and 6 inches. Or we call it 4.5 feet. 2 yards would be 3 plus 3, which is 6. The next one says 7.5 feet. I know that I can divide the 7 by 3 because 3 feet equals 1 yard, and I know that that goes in twice. So my whole number would be 2, but I'm going to go ahead and have 1 foot left over. So I know that I have 1 foot plus the half of a foot, which would be 1.5 feet, which is the same as saying 18 inches from what we got up here, which 18 inches is half of a yard. I know that 3 yards would be 3 times 3, which is 9. And I know that 10.5 yards is going to be 3.5 feet. I know this because I can take the feet, which is 10.5, and I'm going to divide it by 3, and I know it goes in 3 times, and I would have 1 foot and a half left over, which is the same as saying 18 inches, which is half a yard. So I have 3.5 yards is the same as 10.5 feet. Let's look at number 4, where I have quarts and cups. The number's getting bigger when I move from the quarts to the cups. 1 quart equals 4 cups. 1.5 quarts would equal 6 cups. 2 quarts would equal 8 cups. 5 quarts, I'm going to go ahead and multiply it by 4 cups, would equal 20 cups. 7 times 4 cups, which is going to be 28. And 8.5 times 4, which I know is going to be 34 cups, because 8 times 4 is going to be 32, plus 2 more cups, which is 34. Test prep. Which container would most likely have a capacity that is measured in quarts? So think about that. A gallon of milk, you should be familiar with, has 4 quarts inside of it. So a drinking glass, a large aquarium, a watering can, or a swimming pool. Well, I know that a gallon of milk is not going to fill a swimming pool. And I know that a drinking glass could fit a lot more times into a gallon than just 4. A large aquarium a fish would swim in, which needs to have gallons, but a watering can I could use to water my flowers, which could be a quart. Number 6, I need to describe a rhombus. I know that a rhombus is going to be a quadrilateral because it's going to have 4 sides. I also know that it's going to be a parallelogram because the sides across from each other never run into each other. And I also know that it's going to have 4 equal sides. These are the qualities that a rhombus would have.